Do you have a fruit tree in your yard right now? If you do, you need to think about who planted it. The chances are it wasn't you. It was probably somebody before you, the last owner of your house, maybe even their parents. Someone planted that tree, walked away, and let you collect the fruit. Now, that's either the nicest gift a stranger ever gave you, or the most annoying reminder that you have not planted anything for the next person yet. And we're going to fix that today. You know me, Phil Davis with Ancestry Lands, and we're going to talk about growing your own food and building a self sufficient life on your land or apartment, whichever you live in, because you can do both. Today, we're talking about trees, not tomatoes, not garlic, because trees play a different game than everything else you can grow. A tomato plant lives and dies in one summer. Trees are in for the long haul. Some will even outlive you. It sounds dramatic for a Tuesday afternoon, but stick with me because it's actually the best part. Here's a simple rule before planting any tree. A good tree needs to do at least two of the four things: feed you, improve your soil, save you money, or protect your property through shade and wind protection. If a tree checks two of those boxes, it earns a spot on your land. If it only looks pretty, then that's a landscaping choice, not a land ownership choice. Nothing wrong with pretty, but we want trees that work for a living. Now let's start with the fun category, fruit trees. Apple trees are the easiest way or a starting point for almost anyone in North America. They grow in a wide range of climates, store well, and pretty much turn into anything: applesauce, apple cider, you name it. You pick the varieties that fight off diseases on their own, and you're not spraying chemicals every other week. Liberty Enterprise, Honeycrisp, and Gold Rush are a few that all breed to resist apple scab and fire blight, two of the most common problems. And at least plant two varieties near each other, since apple trees need a partner to produce fruit. Don't we all? Next is the tree most people overlook, the American persimmon. It's native to eastern United States, so it already knows how to survive there, fighting off local pests with barely any pruning needed. The fruit ripens after the first frost, giving you fresh fruit in late fall, right when everything else is given up for the year. And if you're in that part of the country, and you don't have one, well, you're basically ignoring a free dessert. Then there's the pawpaw, the strangest fruit on this list. It tastes like a banana and a mango had a tropical baby. But the tree survives in cold winters down to zone 4. No greenhouse required. It also takes a little shade while it's young, unusual for a fruit tree, so that shady corner in your yard might be exactly where it belongs. Plant two, since one lonely pawpaw won't produce fruit alone. Now, let's move into another category that sounds boring but might actually be the most valuable one on this whole list: nitrogen-fixing trees. That's right, here's a simple version. Some trees team up with bacteria in their roots and pull nitrogen from the air into your soil. That's a fancy way of saying they fertilize the ground for free every year without you even lifting a finger. Black locust is one of the most common, well-known options, fixing a lot of nitrogen with tough, rot-resistant wood that's great for fence posts. Bees love it, and they love its flowers, so just check your local rules since the area it spreads aggressively. If you're building a food forest, these are the trees you want to plant first. They build up the soil so everything you plant after grows faster. It's not glamorous work, but it's the quiet effort that makes everything else on your land better. Next off are nuts. Not these nuts, but actually tree nuts, because they solve a problem that fruit doesn't. Fruit is mostly water and sugar and doesn't store well without processing it. Nuts are packed with protein, fat, and sit in their shells for months without spoiling. No freezer, no canning, just crack and eat. Pecans are the best producers in warm climates, zones 6 through 9, with mature trees giving about 50 to 100 pounds a year. Now, that's a lot. The catch is you need patience, 7 to 10 years to start, 15 or more to hit their peak, so that's basically trusting your grandkids with a dessert if you're older. Chestnuts are faster, producing 3 to 5 years, thanks to blight-resistant varieties, and the fastest option are actually hazelnuts, which can produce in about 2 to 4 years and even grow a shrub. Great for smaller yards. Last category is the one that gets overlooked because it does not produce food, but it might save you the most money. Trees for shade and wind protection. A well-placed shade tree on the west or southwest side of your house can cut the summer cooling bill down by 15 to 30%. That adds up every year. Oak trees are a classic. They're always giving you thick shade in the summer and dropping their leaves in the winter to let that sun back in. Basically a tree with a built-in thermostat. It never went to school or on the other side of your yard or your property. Their fast growing evergreens like arborvitae or red cedar create a windbreak that blocks the winter wind and lowers your heating bill too. 5 to 7 years to get a working windbreak, 10 for real privacy from those nosy neighbors, and you can enjoy a nice gardening in your pajamas. Now, here's the big idea. Everything else we grow on this channel, tomatoes, herbs, garlic, that's the yearly stuff. It feeds you this season. Trees are the long game. Part of your land that keeps on working decades after the season's gone. And honestly, long after you might be around to see it too. Someone planted the trees you're enjoying right now, and you can get to be that someone for whoever comes after you or yourself in 10 years sitting under that same shaded tree you planted, eating the fruit you can enjoy now. If you found this helpful, follow the channel so you don't miss out on the next video, and drop a comment below. Tell me what you are going to plant or what trees you see in your property or what you might be thinking about planting. I want to know what you're building. Philip Davis with Ancestry Lands. And remember, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. Second best time is today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll have links in the description section below of Amazon products that you can get started on planting trees today. Thanks for watching and enjoy.
Most people don't need motivation, they need better information. Owning land, growing food, and becoming more self-reliant often sound complicated, mostly because they're rarely explained clearly. Ancestry Lands focuses on the practical side of independence by talking about what land ownership actually costs, what works in real backyards and small parcels. Because independence means getting freedom and security, and land just happens to do both. If you prefer planning over panic, subscribe to Ancestry Lands for information you can actually use.